Hello, this is Miranda and I am up on the Crafty Maven Getaway and I am going to be doing Sketch It, where I'm going to use this sketch for my layout today. And I hope that you enjoy. So I have 5 photos and the 5 photos are from my Instapic that I have from Fuji. And these were taken at the recent crop that I was at the beginning of this month. And I absolutely love how these come out of the the Instapic one. And they're kind of vintage is the type of photo that I picked out, like the paper that it would print out on, or the photo paper that it would print out on. And in the sketch, it doesn't show this particular paper going in, but I wanted to be able to do it kind of like a grid that is in the sketch, and then have my little grids with certain things, and then have paper down the middle like it's asking for, and kind of build from the center out. It's pretty much what I'm trying to do. And the collection that I am using is kind of from my stash as well. So it's not only a Sketch It, but it's also like a Stash It, like a Stash Bash type thing, because this collection is the Simple Stories Crafty Girl collection that I think came out last year. Because I don't have much of it left. I think it was last year, but either way, I know it's one of the older collections that I have for me. And I'm just picking out different little colors that'll match for the one side, and then I do a bunch of distress off camera, and here I do these off camera too, but I'm going to use this word create as my title for this layout. And I'm just going through all of my papers to try to find my second piece of my grid, which is the one that's going to go on the side of it like that. And then I find some other colors that I'm going to use, and I place those off. Now, off camera, I do a bunch of fussy cutting and distressing, because essentially I realized that I left in, which will give me enough time to chat too, I left in me pulling off all of the little bits of my of my dimensionals in here. So I'm just placing down this piece of paper. And as I kept watching this particular layout come to life, I kept wanting, it was like boring. That square border was boring for me. So you'll see what I do with that at the end. So I did some of this off camera, and then I just come in to show you what I did with all of these little pieces. I'm just placing them kind of wonky on the sides of it, and then I do the same for the other piece too. And I get these placed down, and then I work on the other one that goes down the middle. And I don't mind that they're not completely straight. It's not that big of a deal for me, because pretty much this is just going to get covered up essentially, because I'm going to place my photos and all of that. So the top 3 are the table, the ladies that sat behind me, and that's why I placed those 3 on top. One is Terry, which is a Spitfire and a half. The other one is Fran, which is Terry's calming friend. Those two have known each other for years. You can tell it. I absolutely love those ladies. And then the other photo that's going to be by herself is the Miss Dolly. I will link her channel. Dolly has her own YouTube channel as well, and she's absolutely amazing. I love her, love her, and that kind of stuff. And I'll link her channel down below so you can kind of get to know who she is. She is amazing. When we get together, we always have a bunch of laughs. And then the bottom 2 photos are Scrapping Amy, and then Becky that does Multi-Monday Mini Kit Monday is what it's called. And she does that, and she has her own group, and all of us sat together. So the top 3 sat behind me. Amy and Becky sat across from me, and then I had another good friend that sat right next to me, directly beside me. And let me tell you, we had laughs and more laughs and some more laughs. Amy was my roommate, and Dolly was my roommate Thursday night, and then Friday and Saturday it was just Amy and I. And we just had some fun. So here I am, I'm taking off all of the little bits of dimensional stuff and took off all of the papers on the back and placed down the word create. That's going to be my title. I just placed it here and there. The one thing I do like about the Instapics is that it leaves a really good border, and you can kind of put those underneath it to make it stand out. And then my title's going to be that piece that you'll see me cut out here. Sorry I'm off a little camera, but I had to cut it out. But you'll see which one I use. And I'm just getting this all ready to go, and I'm got my journaling is going to go on that spot right there. And I placed down that these guys are like my spirit animals. When you lose some mojo, you just gotta get them going, and then that mojo just comes right on back. And I absolutely love these ladies. They're amazing. And I'm so glad that I'm able to find them, and we were able to really get to know each other in the last year. Because at this time when we did this one, last year was the first one we ever met at a year ago in this month. So we have now gone to 3 retreats, and then this summer you will see probably layouts on the Crafty Maven Getaway too of the little get together that we're going to do in August. And so I found these little chipboards that are going to go on the C, E, and T. I just wanted it to be every other one to place something. One is a pencil, the other one is a paintbrush, and then the other one is they're colored pencils actually. And then I placed this down, and then I put the glue gun, like glue, and the scissors down there in the corner. And that's pretty much all the chipboard that I use. Now I go in. This collection here doesn't really have that much embellishments. They have more stickers based versus like a die pack and a sticker base. And so I'm just placing down little bits here and there to bring everything together. That one on the bottom that I'm placing there is called Eat, Sleep, Craft, and Repeat. And then I do place, I'm looking at the layout. Let me see here. What do I place down? I say Create Beauty, Crafty Girls Rock, Craft, I Love Handmade, Glue, Paint, I Love Crafts, Craft Nights, Craft, Crafty Girl, A Girl and Her Glue Gun. So that's pretty much all of the little sayings that I place. And what I put down in the journaling on this, which I did off camera, is these ladies are my spirit animals. When you lose your mojo, all I had to do was look at these ladies and it all comes back. Terry, Fran, Dolly, Amy, and Becky are the best scrappy friends ever. And it was a lot of fun. I absolutely love going to crop. So if you ever have a chance to get to a crop and or do anything like that, those are the best time to not only find your mojo, but to find your good crafty friends that you could possibly go to their homes like I do with Amy, and we just get together and have fun. And, you know, I have grown to know these ladies even outside of the crafty industry. I absolutely love everything about these ladies, and then also just my layout in general. It's just gorgeous. Obviously, the still shots are coming up. Make sure that you go like and subscribe to this channel if you want to have more content. And then also make sure you go check out the group. We're always welcome to have you. You can post all your layouts in there. You can scrap lift any of us or do whatever the case may be. So I felt like at the end of this page, once I was done, it was just kind of boring on the edges. So then I take a little bit off of each side, and I use this last paper that looks like paint swatches, and I place it all along, and then I put that down. And then I come in with my Shimmers paints. It's the Sunset Strip from Vibes, and it's a Shimmers. And that is what I place as my journal or as my splatters along it, and then that brings it together. I absolutely love how this looks. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. You will absolutely love what you see. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.